So it is still cold outside this morning. It was cold yesterday and it's cold today too. And I feel like crap. But my baby's taking care of me. Yeah. Say hey.
Hey.
She's taking care of me. And I'm gonna try to eat these biscuits. Or I got biscuits and hash browns. I hope everyone else is having a great weekend. Say hey. Hey. Alright, and we will talk to you in just a little while. We might try to go do some geocaching or something this afternoon, maybe. So, we don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat. So, we're out at our first catch of the day. First catch of the day. And, we're over here by Nickajack Road. Doing the catch called, For Those Who Streak. And I'm not sure why it's named that, but I had to find a place to park because the GPS was trying to drop me right off in the middle of the road, right out here in the middle of the road. So I'm thinking it's on this fence somewhere over here, because the hint says it's on the fence, and we're looking for some kind of tube over here. We're 88 meters away now. So we're going to try to find this. That'll be our first one for the day.
See the fence.
Alright, so we were going along the fence and we were looking for this, and so Emily sees this right here and she thinks that's a really cool spot to put one. And it could be. But we looked down inside there and it wasn't there. So then she started moving this way and I just happened to look down. And we found it right beside, I mean, she was right beside it the whole entire time. It was hooked on here, she was right beside it. She almost found it. If she'd have stayed there for just a second or two longer and looked around a little bit more, she'd have found it. So we have found our first catch of the day. We're gonna go try to hunt down some more catches. It's actually starting to warm up out here now, finally. I had brought my little toboggan and I'm not gonna have to wear it because it's starting to warm up now. So, alright, we'll see you on the next one. Alright, so Jessica hardly ever finds any, but she found this one though before I could even have a chance to. It's pretty neat the way they had it done also. And it didn't take us that long to find it. See, we thought it was somewhere on this sign because we were at 0 meters from this sign right here. And we thought it was on here somewhere, and we looked and we thought it might have been these little things right here were hooked on here. We didn't know what they were for. She's rolling up the log now. But it's pretty neat the way that they did it. Look, it was,
I'm putting it back.
Hold on a minute. It was down here in the ground. Like you actually push it into the ground like that. So it's down there. And then they had actually cut the hole out in here to actually hide it right there. But those things are on this tree right here, so it doesn't even seem out of place. So that was pretty cool. I like that one. That was pretty cool. So on to our next one. We are 2 for 2 today so far. 2 for 2. So we had to park across the street. There's nowhere really to park over here. Well, yeah, I guess we could have parked right here, but we were already traveling that way. So we came across the street and we found it, but it's pretty neat though. I haven't really seen one. Can you get it out of there? But it was in the shape of a screw. It's a magnetic screw.
Daddy.
It's a magnetic screw that was on the little sign right here, but it looked out of place because that sign's old, and this is like bright and shiny and new. That's the only reason why
It was right there?
No, it was on the back end of it. Oh. But that's the reason I found it so easily, because it's all bright and shiny and new. So, but that was still pretty cool. I like that one. That's 3 for 3 today. Okay, so I wasn't gonna film this last catch that we got because it was because I assumed that it was a light pole catch, and those are kind of boring, but I get them for the numbers anyway. Now I'm kind of wishing that I had filmed it because they opened up the little cover if you go to a light pole in a parking lot or anything, if you look down at it, there's a square cover. You can lift those covers up, and the bolts to the light pole that bolt into the cement block, they're covered by those covers. Well, a lot of geocachers, they'll pull those covers up and hide little geocaches in it. They went to pull that cover up, and there was a lizard under there that was asleep or something. And when they pulled it up, that lizard jumped out and jumped on Emily, and it scared her half to death. So now I wish I would have filmed it. But so that's for today. We're on a roll today. We haven't missed any of them. But then again, we haven't really tried to find any that were any kind of difficulty. So we're going to go stop and get us a little snack and head on. And hopefully we're going to find some more difficult ones that might take a little bit longer to find. Okay, so this one's called the Undiscovered Bridge. And this church right here is called the Covered Bridge. So I thought it might have been on this sign, but when we got to the sign, it was like 30 meters away still. So if you look over here, there's what used to be a bridge that people use. So it's somewhere over here, because the it's pointing right over here, and it's a really small one. It's a micro one, so it's really small.
There's a lot of micro and all this.
Do what? Well, it said we were like 15 or 16 meters away. It might be right here up underneath these rocks. Look. Look at there. I said it might be under these rocks right here. And it was right there up under the rocks, right in front of the right in front of the bridge. So, that is 5 for 5 today. We're on a roll. We've already found 5. Alright, so we're on our 7th catch of the day. And on this is a 3 out of 5 difficulty. And the hint was, the only thing the hint said was, pay attention to the attributes on this. And when people are hiding geocaches, they can mark whether there's close parking by or thorns or anything like that. Well, on this one, they marked down mushrooms. And these are some really big mushrooms. Those are mushrooms, really, really big. So we're figuring it has to be somewhere on this tree, or by this tree somewhere. But it's a micro one, so it's going to be really small. We haven't found it yet, but they're bound and determined to find it before me, and I don't think that's happening. I can't let my girls find it before I do. We have a regular quarter right here, and you might have heard the stories of people saying money doesn't grow on trees. I found a way to make it grow in my hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this quarter right here, okay? We're going to put it right here, okay? And what I want you to do, I want you to watch real closely. And if you look right here, see, we're going to actually stretch it where it actually turns into a bigger quarter. And we have made the quarter grow in our hands.